We dared to dream of a world filled with love.
Hold on, let me help you.
But the earth crumbled beneath our feet and shattered into the stars above. The blaze will not cast us into despair,
I gotcha.
but inspire beauty. Wings unfurled.
Have you said your goodbyes? I'm gonna kill you today.
Hammond knows only hunger. They see flecks of slaughter left on Talos's bones, forgetting what happened when they last fed on us.
Be right with you, dears.
Coming in hot.
I came to win.
Bring the party.
I have your attention. I will not waste it.
The outcast, always watching. Now is our time to be seen. It's time to change the world.
Hey guys, welcome back to Game Dev. So I'm Splash and I have a special guest with me today, Nuke. They quit looking so grumpy. He's only so grumpy at the minute 'cause he's got a little bit of a broken arm. Oh. He's still healing, so he's just, yeah. But Nuke's joining me on today's video because it is the drop of the Season 10 trailer and we're going to review it together. Nuke will be joining me on some of the diary videos and some of the game dev chat videos too. So let's have a look at this, shall we?
We dared to dream of a world filled with love.
Hold on, let me help you.
But the earth crumbled beneath our feet and shattered into the stars above. The blaze will not cast us into despair, but inspire beauty. Wings unfurled.
Have you said your goodbyes? I'm gonna kill you today.
They done something to triple take.
Hammond knows only hunger. They see flecks of slaughter left on Talos's bones, forgetting what happened when they last fed on us.
Be right with you, dears.
Coming in hot.
I came to win.
New LMG.
So that can't be the triple take then.
Nope, that's brand new LMG. King's Canyon.
I have your attention. I will not waste it.
That's better than King's Canyon.
The outcast.
That's a nice folk skin.
Always watching. Now is our time to be seen. It's time to change the world.
August the 3rd. So for those of you who don't know what's going to happen now, we're going to go back through it a little bit and give some of our thoughts on some of the bits. So I think mainly the first bit we really want to look at is this sort of ending here.
We dare to dream of a world filled with love.
We got to look at a whole new set of skins.
Crumble beneath our feet.
Change of World's Edge.
The stars above. The place will not cast us into despair, but inspire beauty. Wings unfurled.
And a look at the new character. What do you reckon? She looks sort of weird. It's like something about it just, I mean, when it comes to something like this, it's obviously bodybuilder type, but it's that bloodhound feel all over again. Male, female, I mean, for sure she's female, but the main actual build of the character skin doesn't really scream female to you, does it?
No.
No. It's like this
Abs.
body stuff, the abs here, and then the lack of protruding chest, which is quite common in most video games, especially video games that aimed at boys more. So it's like girls with big chests. Butterflies.
Tatsuko.
Magic. Yeah, it's got to be the tactical.
It's got to be a Tatsuko. No, that is
So
definitely
that's the triple take.
take.
But what is going on here is what I wanted to know in that one. Bloodhound given Octane's stim ability? But it looks more like it's the new way, not healing, I don't think. I think it's the new way the Bloodhound gets into his beast, considering what happens next. Could it be that too many players are getting into their beast too quickly?
Hammond knows only hunger. They see flecks of slaughter left on Talos' bones, forgetting what happened when they last fed on us.
Hammond takes a long.
Be right with you, dears.
I really want to know what that laser is.
Bring the party!
With a new LMG too.
There's going to be a few droids, a few Rampart mains coming out.
That does not scream LMG to me. LMG is more of a proper rifle, not just
A bit
burst.
fast. Screams LMG to me.
Yeah.
Always has.
That's one hell of a Crover shot. Gravity bubble.
The outcast. Always watching.
And footprints, just like with Bloodhound.
Is our time to be
Enough recon.
It's time to change the world.
So what do you reckon throughout my stuff? What do you think is going to be properly in there then?
Possible King's Canyon return.
Kings Canyon return? I thought, considering the way the season's going at the moment, that it's going to be a complete new map, not just return of Kings Canyon.
But in a way, we sort of think about the Rose Edge. That's had a lot of changes. Now
Yeah.
it's been destroyed.
Yeah, but there would then be 3 maps in rotation, and I don't know what Respawn are thinking in terms of map rotation or anything, whether they just
And,
want 2, but...
Olympus.
Olympus needs to be brought down for a
They
while.
need
As
to
much as I love
upgrade.
Olympus, and the fact that when Olympus first came out, it was my kills and wins season. I just annihilated and got a load of wins. It's broken to all shit at the moment. There's too many places on Olympus, and World's Edge actually, because we got trapped on a little spot on World's Edge last
Got
night.
trapped behind the forklift. And
Yeah.
It felt like an invisible wall was blocking us there.
Yeah, even though it was a little ledge on the floor that was keeping us in the side, it was like, eh. There are too many hidden walls on Olympus. Some have been fixed, but I don't think all of them have been found. And there's a couple still on World's Edge as well, so...
And what they didn't show in that trailer, arena ranked.
Yeah, that was the other thing that we...
It's all talk.
There was
Season 9.
so much talk about ranked arenas coming to Season 10, but obviously because this one is mostly talking about the new character, I wasn't expecting much about arena ranked, even if it was just a little mention of new ranked arenas. But maybe that's the little hint teaser that they were putting on the end. Now, obviously, there's been the odd seasonal trailer where there's been only 3 characters on the end screen, but we only ever get 3 characters in arenas. We don't... I mean, we can only have up to 3 members in a team anyway. That's why it's normally 3 on the end screen. Because 3 in one team. But it's a 3v3 thing, so maybe they were hinting at something new to arenas in that way. Unless they were trying to say this is likely to be your best team at the moment. But you with being a banger main, what did you think of that very little snippet of banger in there?
But still, it's pretty nice. I have to admit that. And I've been a banger main since Season 1. As you know, I've got over 2,000, or I'm nearly at 3,000 kills with her.
Yeah.
Now, and I've done over 1 million damage easy since
Definitely.
Season 1. And I've, not just that, our Erling, for instance, there's major talks about that for,
So many
2
seasons. So many seasons, they were like, oh, Banger's Heirloom's coming out, Banger's Heirloom's coming out.
So,
And it came up, it was like Gibbies, it was like everyone else but Banger, and it's like,
and I was
please
playing-
make sure that nobody outside of the first 6 gets theirs now. It's Banger's turn.
it was wrong how they treated Banger in a way throughout the
It's hard to pause it and not do it, but that looks to me like an old skin.
that
and
is, I think that's one of the oldest skins out of them all, and I've got, that is legendary,
yeah.
but I've got all the legendary skins ready for Banger.
If not most of them, because there's gonna be the shop ones that you might not have been able to pick up at the time, but
Oh yeah,
those
like
are
Fuse, for
those are quite
instance,
rare.
there.
Yeah.
That's a brand new skin on Fuse.
I'm sure Fuse has got some level
He's
of
got-
yellow stripe stuff, but
Yeah, but that is,
I don't really recognise it as much.
that's a new, complete new waist tilt or waist body for him.
I'm also thinking, despite all the new information that they're trying to give us, and all the exciting hype that they're trying to generate, it's a bit shocking that they gave Banger and Fuse a millisecond, if not 1 second's worth of
It's,
major
but then you
stuff in this.
But mainly, the only one you really see in this whole trailer is Bloodhound.
Yeah, I mean, the new characters voicing a lot of it, and it's just basically based around some of the ones that we already have, and it's like, is this a new character reveal or is this a updates?
Just if it is just updates, it's people might take their time to get into it again.
It's like with the L-Star, I think I'm gonna get thrashed by the L-Star a lot more than I used to, because guessing by what Bloodhound's just done, unless it's a special ability of the Incision, or whether the Incision is just the new start point to Bloodhound getting into the Beast mode, I got a funny feeling that they've made the L-Star more powerful. And that's going to make it more annoying, because from what I could see, there was only about 10 bullets. And it took all, if not only 5 of those to knock one of them down. So unless they've got, like, white body shields, it's going to be a bit... People are going to get stressed out of people killing them with the L-Star, and people are going to start picking up L-Star a lot more if that's the case. But... Look at a lot of this artwork here. I mean, the Hammond Labs arena is just completely...
It's melting.
Yeah.
It's melting in the lava, because that bit beyond the Bloodhound now, that was a pretty popular area.
Yeah. Especially for us, I mean, we normally landed a bit back here or around behind somewhere and came in this way at it, but... It's still somewhere where people land, and we come in from the challenge arena, flying over, and we see that people have been through. I mean, we might not see many death boxes, there's not masses of fights, but people land there for sure. So this
Season 9, that was a really, really nasty hot zone.
Yeah,
when it was high loot.
Yeah. But there is no real scene of a new map.
No, it's mainly Road's Edge, what I'm
More
seeing.
lava. A lot more lava. Ooh, drug. But to be honest with you, from a game developer's point of view, that lava is pretty realistic, if not pretty beautiful. If you know what I mean. The way it just spits and bubbles. Spits and bubbles. So we got a new tunnel coming in there as well in that one.
Brand new Battle Pass stuff, which is going to be really interesting.
So yeah, we got this new tunnel in here as well, so...
Yeah, that one I'd be for. Because that's going into, I forgot the zone now.
The ice...
But during Season 9, that was actually melting.
Yeah, we spotted a lot of different... size gaps, a load of differences in the size gaps in a lot of these ice caps.
From Season 8 to Season 9 coming in.
It's like the curves were just going from this to... It was just obvious. 1 minute you had to crawl through it, crouch crawl through it, and next you could just stand up and walk through it. It's like, these are clearly melting. But this sort of explains the kind of rattling that we've been feeling in the game a lot recently. Maybe not quite so on World's Edge, not World's Edge, on Olympus, but definitely on World's Edge.
Because you go through some cave systems and it's literally shaking. And
it's not just that it's shaking, it's like the roof's caving in. Rubble's falling from the ceiling. So this laser beam here looks to me like it's part of the charge rifle, considering that's normally what it looks like. If not, considering that is Rampart, that is Sheila.
They might have done not red on Sheila.
Thinking on it because of the red beam, it's most likely Sheila, that one.
But Valkyrie there, for instance, that was a really nice did how they shown it.
Very pink and blue this season. We've got
unlike
pink and
last
blue
season,
again.
it was more like purple.
Yeah. We've got a good amount of red and
there you
orange
go.
for the fire,
New
though.
arenas.
Oh, yeah.
New arenas.
So we got new arenas maps at least, and this is what I meant by I was expecting at least this. Just a little mention on it.
And this could be a part of the arenas map, because that's
There
King's
you go,
Canyon
yeah, King's
Bridge
Canyon, yeah.
to the artillery. Not artillery,
See
I forgot what it was called now.
Gravity Dome.
But that does look like an awesome ability.
I think the Gravity Dome, if it's what I think it could be in the sense of it throws out electric shocks, that's going to be a bit too much. But
Yeah,
if it's just an invisible dome of wall that keeps you in, then I think that should make it reasonable, because
there's
then all
always
it is
there's always season beginning nerfs and buffs what
Oh, yeah.
happens. So they might even nerf it if they think it's too much on the ultimate and the tactical for the new legends.
Yeah, definitely. But then
And even the new gun, for instance, they always nerf it in the end because it's always too powerful and it just destroys any type of body.
I think that's why they've made it a burst kind of LMG, because with the way in this video Rampart's knocking them down, and the fact that Rampart is so much better with LMGs anyway, it's gonna be the fact that she's gonna knock them down twice as quickly as someone else with an LMG.
What we've got to think about is Rampart is the LMG and she's a complete weapons expert.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say weapons, more proper LMGs, because she doesn't really say much against pistols and shotguns. It's mainly the LMGs that she's like, ha ha, my gun of choice, as it were. It's like...
But if you have a Banker and a Rampart in the same team, that can be a really nasty combination. Because I play this on a daily basis and I've actually had it. I've had a Rampart and a Banger come at me at the same time, and I was a bit scared.
Yeah, I suppose you would be a bit scared at the time, yeah. I mean, thinking about stuff like that, it's like, if you've got this Rampart coming at you with an LMG, you're like, no, she's got extra mag, she's got extra power to those bullets, she can fire them faster, and
she's
her
got more control.
Her recoil is next to none. So you're just there thinking, I'm fucked.
But then they don't realise that you've got a teammate behind you 9 times out of 10 with like a grey bow or a long bow or a triple take.
Which is partly why I don't mind you playing sniper thing. It's just when we're playing duos, it's awkward you playing sniper, because I'm normally the one that goes, hello, I'm over here, come get me.
Yeah.
Or I'm normally the one that's like, I see you making a dumb mistake over there. And then I get taken by some other team over here, some other team over there, and his teammate that's standing right here when he's there. So it's just, and he's up in the building going, which one do I fire at? And I'm just like, I don't care, either use your strike or just get down here.
So what I normally do is 9 times out of 10 I've got my strike in. I've actually got a really good strike before. Disappointing I didn't actually record it because people would actually think I was modding.
Oh yeah, the 5-team kill strike.
And that was just pure insane. But I don't mod, and I can openly admit that too. I don't like modders.
No.
Modders and people who hack games shouldn't play games. They should actually get charged with frauding the company who they're modding the game from.
Although when it comes to the modding chat, the modding statements, for those of you who don't play console a lot, modding is the term for hacker, cheat, and everything that the PC community uses for dirty little cheats. So if Nuke's on and we're talking about cheats and hacks and I'm saying that and then he's going modders, it's not like the FS community modders
No,
or the
that's
moderators out there. It's
different.
Yeah.
The FS side of things is different because that actually goes through the company who deals with the game.
It's also the fact that when we're saying things like FS modders, we're meaning additions to the game, things like the Sims add-on packs, those kind of additions, that sort of thing. It's like Minecraft's mod packs. It's not like when we actually say cheats and hacks, we're talking about things like the aimbots and everything else like that. We're talking
Aimbots, wall hacks, speed running. Granted, Revenant's got that ability to do it, but when
that's
it's happening
only
on
when he's
like
in crouch. He's only able to run like that when he's in crouch.
when it's happening on a like a bloodhound or
Oh yeah.
a rampart or something like that,
It's like when
it's obvious that something's going on.
when you suddenly get a caustic running at you as if he's an octane on stem. That's fishy.
And I'm not being funny. I've played 3 or 4 games in a row, and I've just got pure lag modded every single game. I've been went up to 1,000.
Now this is quite true in the sense of the games. Now granted, we are working on some really kind of low internet, but we do know our net connection, and I know how bad the Apex can play off my Wi-Fi, so I know it can get a bit like that at times, but it's also the fact of, for those of you who have seen my Splash of character videos, I do show what my net tends to look like when it's throwing hissy fit and when it's lagging out properly on the net side of things compared to how it feels when someone else is using lag mods. Because I did have a video at a point where Nuke threw his strike down. We had no lag throughout the entire game until that point. He throws his strike and I'm just there like, is Octane trying to do my stem, and it's like, I'm trying to go somewhere and it's just rubber banding, and it's like, rubber banding is one of my biggest tells of someone using a lag mod. Anyone else lagging around me and I'm butter smooth, that's me, my internet quite often my internet during his fit. So, but that is the trailer, guys, and I think that would be it from us. What do you reckon? Because we can talk
Until
more.
the next one.
I was gonna say we can talk more about lags and cheats and hacks and what stuff we've come across and what stuff's the worst to deal with, what tips we might have to go against it, and what tacticians this one recommends. Any banger mains, wannabe banger mains out there? Obviously, there is the top banger main in the world.
His name is, and he's played, and unfortunately, he's not a console player. He is a PC player, but he is a really good banger main, and I do recommend him. And I've got a lot of tips from Shiv myself.
But there is also a few things that I haven't noticed Shiv do that I have noticed Nuke do. That is pretty quite funny, and it really messes up other players when Nuke does these things, because half the time they're not ready for it, or they're not expecting it, either because they're low golds or lower than gold. Anything higher than gold, I recommend maybe not trying some of these, because sometimes in that high level of the ranks, people will expect stuff like this. It's kind of why there's no Watsons and no Mirages higher than Platinum, because too many people expect to see a decoy, expect to see a Watson fence, or know how to counter decoys, Watson fences, or even Watson's shield dome. So
Especially with Bangalore's and Drabol's ultimates mainly, because they will not land in that specific area where the the ultimate is, because it completely blocks it off from the others.
That is why Watsons are quite often a want at high level, but they're just not played very much. purely because even though you then can't throw down your ultimates, you know that there's now a timer on it, and you've got to do is wait out that timer, or you've got to do something. I can't remember what it is. Maybe crypto drones. Crypto is probably one of the better ones because, as far as I'm aware, the EMP breaks it or speeds up the timer on it. But Crypto's drone does break
Crypto is
a
a
lot
good
of
one
stuff.
to use against Tor Stick and a Watson for their traps.
Trap artists, be aware of cryptos and crypto drones. They are arch enemies.
Because through the latest, or through the buff that Crypto got, yeah, I'm not a Crypto player. I do not like Crypto, but each time I've played him and I've gone to a building mass that's been Tor Stick traps and Watson traps, they've just been annihilated through the EMP.
They don't just get set off though anymore, do they?
No, they just go. It just disappears.
Gotta talk a bit more about that one with the correlation between that and what I've spotted with Rainbow Six. But I think that's gonna be it. Otherwise, this video is gonna be stupidly major long and get a bit boring after a while. So, should we say goodnight? But no, that's it from us today, and we will see you another time. See ya.
Laters.